what most women get wrong in relationships, what most women get wrong with men, and why most of their relationships never really pan out the way they wanted to. I sent this as an email last. Interesting. I just had a thought in my head. Interesting. I sent it as an email in part of my newsletter. If you want to sign up for my newsletters on the link below, I'm gonna start writing my newsletter every Monday, just so I can get some consistency. You know what I'm saying? So every Monday at 9 p.m., 9 a.m., you're gonna get an email from me. Anyways, promise you guys to do that. All right? So I made this email because I felt it was important because a lot of women get wrong this one thing, and people in general get this wrong. They focus on how things are gonna start, but they never have an end goal in mind. What has been the biggest failures in wars? Not defeating your enemy, but knowing when to finish them, knowing when to end things, knowing how to end things properly. It doesn't matter how good of a businessman you are. If you leave people with a sour taste in their mouths, it was a bad business. It doesn't matter how amazing the relationship is. If you don't have your mental boundaries and things you will and will not accept, and things that you say no matter what happens, this is a breakable offense. Like breakable, like I would dump you even though, no matter how much I love you, this is a fireable offense. If you don't have those things, you're gonna be your standards are gonna be predicted by how you feel about yourself. All right, so you must have an end goal in mind. Not just saying how do you want your relationship to be? How in the end goal, how do you want to feel? Do you want to feel happy? Or do you want to feel jealous? Do you want to feel argumentative? Do you want to feel at peace? If you don't have an end emotion in sight, whenever you're in a relationship and you feel like shit consistently, you're going to say, maybe this is just how it is. But if you wrote down how you want to feel in your relationships, I want to feel like this, and I do not want to feel like this, no matter what, if you have those things in mind, when things go wrong, you don't just let these things happen to the point where you get too attached and you can't let go of them. You look for those signs. You look for signs of disturbances. If you're noticing that he's making you jealous from the start, then that's a prediction of what will happen. If you notice that you guys are arguing from the start, then that's a prediction that that's what's going to happen. Do not let yourself believe that you could change somebody. Do not let yourself believe that just because things started out bad, things are going to get better. That works in things in life, but with people barely change, right? So that's the thing. You got to have an end goal in mind. Successful relationships are not judged by how they start, but by how they end, all right? That's how you got to have that end goal in mind, right? So what is the end? A state of mind, the emotions you'll be feeling, and what you will and will not accept. Write those motherfuckers down. When I wrote my goal about my relationships, I can't really say everything, right? Right? But one of my things that I have is I'm not the one doing the chasing. Like literally, I say to myself, I see that vision of me being in a relationship, but being in a relationship when I'm not doing all the chasing. I want to chase. Every guy likes to chase. That's our human nature, right? But we don't want to do all the chasing, right? But have that goal in mind. How much do you want to chase, right? How much do you want them to chase? Have that in mind so that you can be clear. So when things go wrong, you don't say, oh, maybe things will get better. No, you said, this motherfucker is breaking these boundaries, right? So when he says something that's offline, you automatically check him. You wrote down that I will not accept somebody making me feel guilty, right? I will only accept a clarity of mind and rational thinking. When somebody tries to make you feel guilty, you know that's a boundaries they're breaking, and now you can stand up for yourself. So, all right. So why is this important? By not doing this, it will cause men to lose respect for you. They'll notice that you don't have an end in goal. You don't have an end in mind. You just want to be in a relationship. You want to live paycheck to paycheck, right? You don't have an ideal in mind that you're willing to lose them to fulfill your fantasy. You have to have that, right? Because if you don't, then you're gonna be part of his fantasy, and you don't know what the fuck he has in his mind. You know what I'm saying? So when do you end things? When you feel that when you feel that you are not feeling what you want, right? When you feel that you're not feeling what you want, the dynamics are not based on what you need or the dynamics are not based on what you need or you are there you go. The dynamics don't feed on what you need, right? And you become dependent on him. So anytime you're not feeling what you want in a relationship, you notice that you keep feeling like shit. And in order for the relationship to feel good to you, you gotta make him change. If you're noticing that you're dependent on him emotionally, financially, physically, all of that sort of stuff, You gotta make that as part of your goal. Complete emotional and financial independence for a man. Not because you're a woman and you want to stand up for yourself, but because it's part of your values. It's part of the things you value. And you have to value independence, especially as a woman, because not that life is easy for women, but that especially when a young man will offer you things. And when people offer you things, you become easier. Life becomes easier and you don't exert as much effort. It's human nature, all right? So that's the thing. So you got to know when to end things. So that when, for example, people say I would never let somebody cheat on me, right? But then they still stay in the relationship, right? They never sat down and said, if this happened, and made a fucking commitment to themselves. If this happened, I will leave no matter what. It's like a protocol at your job. If you're late 3 times, no matter how much I love you, you gotta be fired. Not because I hate you, but because protocol. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your emotional protocols in life. All right. Anyways, this is Alex from Mindful Attraction. Anyways, take care and have a good day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have 2 nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.